Calocane, we're seeing evidence coming out, this is on the front page of the Mirror, that more could have been done to prevent the killings that we saw, terrible killings we saw in Nottingham.
Yeah, this is a really sad story. So this has come out that Valdo Calocane was failed by, the NHS services. He was seen several times by mental health officials. He was actually sectioned for his schizophrenia, and obviously it ended up in an awful, awful, tragic murder of Barnaby, Grace and Ian that we saw last year. And I mean, it's just a sad case all around, isn't it? Because it just shows reflection of our mental health services here in the UK. That isn't supported enough. It needs more funding, and we need to take it a lot more seriously. I think, looking at this case, we're seeing that a lot of doctors kind of just wash their hands of him. And, one of the doctors actually warned that there is a danger that he could kill, and that is what we saw. So I think it's a really tragic case and really highlights the severe need to, put funding into our mental health services.
Well, Calocane's brother, Elias, said there were missed opportunities over 3 years prior to the event which could have prevented the tragedy. Let's have a look at this.
This entry is from the second admission into hospital.
The second time he's been sectioned?
Second time he's been sectioned. And yeah, there's an entry here about a meeting that the doctor has and a chat he has with my brother. And, my brother is so psychotic that the doctor notes that there seems to be no insight or remorse and the danger will be that the next time this will happen again and perhaps Valdo will end up killing someone.
I mean, it's tragic stuff, Christo, and so often when we see the initial headlines after a tragedy like this, they don't paint anything like the story of how everybody was let down in this case. It's only much later on that we see that kind of texture.
And you're so right to mention that, because, of course, the families of the victims, and you're right to mention the victims themselves, are obviously devastated to hear this. I think they actually said that it was, something like a bit of a kick in the teeth. We were failed by multiple organisations. And just to your point, after the assessment said he could end up killing someone, he was released 2 weeks later. So a fortnight after the mental health services in the institution said he could kill someone, he was released, which is staggering.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's funding. That's complete incompetence.
Yeah, it is. And I think, there needs to be answers, because it is tragically sad. It's sad as well that we see Calocane's family, his brother, his mother, have also lost a son and a brother in this as well. So it's sad all around. And again, it just reflects that I think mental health needs to be taken a lot more seriously in this country. A lot of people are struggling, and the fact that he was just discharged back to his GP is tragic. Yeah,
it was. I think some of the... Marjorie Wallace, Chief of Mental Health Charity Sane, says psychiatric services are in complete breakdown. So whether it is a competence issue or whether it's a capacity, a funding issue, clearly, we need to do more to prevent tragedies like this.